Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And today is the 3 trades I'm taking episode. And for those of you who've been watching the show for a while, generally these trades tend to work out very, very well. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Fed rate cut yesterday and a whole bunch more. Before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people, and of course does help support the channel. If you're new, welcome. Smash that subscribe button and hit that bell notification, and you'll get the daily updates. So first of all, let's jump over to what happened. I want to have a look here. First of all, a couple of things. The Fed cut the rates by 25 basis points. That was bullish, but what was more bullish was the forward guidance of an additional 50 basis points more cut before the end of the year. That now seems quite likely. And there was an initial drop off and up down, and then the market kind of rebounded on that forward guidance. And so what we can see here is after the SPY performance, after 25 basis point Fed rate cuts, you can see here that the results are fairly decent. So just be cautious. You do see here in July 31st, 2023, it was down about minus 1.44 a day later, and a week later it was down, and a month later it was down a little bit more. And then of course we go back to 2022 and we see positives. So generally within a month, it's tended to be, in the last few occasions that it's happened, it's really only been 2023 and 2019 there out of those 6 data sets, and we'll have another one there coming up. We're going to see what kind of a response. But of course, 12 months after, for those of you who saw the chart, 12 months after the Fed has cut rates into a SPY all-time high, 100% of the time, 20 out of 20 times, it has been bullish and up 12 months later, but half of those times it has been bearish 1 month later. So just be cautious that there is a little bit of pump and euphoria, but the market does feel a little bit overheated at the moment. So just be careful there. All right, so let's talk about the 3 trades that I am looking to take here, and just look quickly at these trades. And I shared them, all 3 of them, in the Tribal Trades Discord. So we're going to look at them here, and then we're going to look at the charts. So first of all, I want to give you a little bit of a breakdown here, is that this new swings channel, and we've got long-term plays as well, was a new channel that I put in just around the beginning of this month, right at the end of August, beginning of September. These are some of the plays from about 16 days ago, the 2nd of September. Here we have, and this was a channel I set up for people who weren't day traders. They just want to buy and not have to, can just leave the play and just let it run for a number of days or number of weeks before cashing out. So these are these swing plays here. You might be a 9-to-5er and you just don't have the time to watching the charts non-stop. So here we have, these were these plays that I gave. Bitcoin at 110,000, now it's 117,000. SUI at $3.35, now it's $3.80 something. Tau at $325, now it's at about $365. Solana 203, now it's at about 245. And of course, there were other plays that I gave. You're going to notice a theme here. Ethereum 4,300, I think that's at about 4,700 now, of course. And then the Serve play at $10.97, that's at about $12 now. These trades are all OKLL. This is the big one. I gave it $35. That hit the $50 target within a couple of days there. Okay, so you're going to notice a theme that all of these plays have played out really well. And let's just talk about play number 1 for today, which is Solana. Now, of course, I already gave Solana play back at 203. So those of you who already took the Solana play from the Discord back in early September, you're still in this play and you're up huge. However, you can add to this play or open an additional play, or gave this trade because the technicals looked amazing. And of course, remember that Solana has an ETF that is more than likely going to be approved on October the 10th, if not sooner. Okay, and I believe that will bring a ton of institutional money into Solana. And we have 3 targets here, one of 260, one of 282, and one of 5 515. Now there is a WW bottom on the weekly that all that needed was a break and a hold of $241. Now, of course, we're over that 241, but there might be some entries. There is also another entry that can be taken at 260, and that will trigger a cup and handle on the weekly time frame to 515, and then of course we have a bull flag on the daily. Let's have a look at the 2 weekly patterns and I'll show you how I came to be. And just by the way, the tribal trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all. Just look, this is part of our long-term investing strategy in the Tribal Trades Discord. If you just bought on the green dot and sold on the red arrow, you would have made a significant amount of money. Look at this here, buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here, buying here, selling on the orange arrow, buying on the green again, selling on the red. And now there's the WW bottom. This is a W formation where the right side of the W is higher or equal to the left side. That is a very bullish formation. And so that is currently playing out. And with the technical target that I gave for that beautiful W double bottom is $260. Now we also have on the weekly time frame an enormous cup and handle here. I cannot tell you how bullish this is. There is the cup there, and there is the handle, and there 260 is that move there. If we break that level, that will trigger a technical target of 515. Now, of course, I will say there's no guarantees that it will play out, that it will trigger or even get to that $515 target. Could certainly be invalidated. I'm just showing you the technicals there. And then I'm going to jump across to the daily time frame. We have this beautiful bull flag here with a technical target to 282. And you can see how we got this level of 242, 241 there. All right, so if you're thinking about, okay, where can I get in this play? Possibly that if you want to get in the Solana play, there's a few places to get. You can get in near the bottom of this bull flag if we do get some kind of drop or retracement to $236 on the 9 EMA on the daily. That has to hold, though, a loss of that level, and it's all bets are off there for that unless it was to regain that. Of course, any retest of 241 could be a place to get in the trade there, or if we do move up that $260 level, and there is that 253 there as well. You can jump in if you're really keen. You start to look and say, okay, where can I jump in here? Possibly on the 9 EMA on the 4 hour, but let's have a look at the 9 EMA on the 1 hour, which is at about 245 right now. So that would be the aggressive entry at 245 on the 9 EMA on the 1 hour time frame, and there is a bull flag pattern on that, so this could be a nice little entry, and I will give a technical target to the upside for this play here. And these are always there. It is there, and that actually takes us up to about 260. There you go. So there's another bull flag pattern in play. So 245 is the entry, which is pretty much right where we are right now for the Solana play. So that's play number one. We're going to look at play number two now, which is SoundHound, which is stock, and we have a nice cup and handle target there, and we're going to open up this trade for the SoundHound play, and you can see we have an enormous one there as well. Beautiful big cup and handle play, and we have that technical target there for SoundHound. The entry is on the hold of $15.23, and we have a target, initial target of $17, and then $18.80, and then $21 there also as well. And it just actually broke out of the cup and handle pattern there, and you have to go down to the 12-hour time frame to see where we're at, but that's just broken out. You can see there it is there, and it's starting to break out. Now, of course, again, where can we take an entry? There are the targets to the upside there, around the $18.70-ish, $18.80. And then we have another technical target to the upside of just over $21, okay? And there's a beautiful cup and handle. So we go again to the 4 hour and we see where we can find an entry. Now, of course, any retest of around that $15, $15.20, $15.30 area can be great. And then we jump to the 1 hour, which is the 9 EMA on the 1 hour, and quickly just turn that on. And we can see that sitting at about $15.37. If you want to be super aggressive, you go to the 30-minute time frame, and you can see there at $15.50, and you just keep going. The more aggressive you want to get there, and that one's at $15.57. Just the risk is higher, of course, because it could come back and retest down here. And if you entered down up here on the 9 EM on the 1 MI, you'll be in a bit of a loss if it comes down and retests this area here. And this would be our entry back here around $15.20 there for that SoundHound play. So that's the second play there. And the third play is virtuals. This is the last play here that I'll give for today here. And the entry is on the break hold of $1.37. So let's have a look at the virtuals play here. I would caution for any plays that you would take, of course, the day after the Fed has 25 basis points. But you can see here a beautiful bull flag pattern here for virtual. What I love here with virtual, we've got some pretty clear places to take trades. First of all, you could try and front run it here on the 9 EMA on the 1 hour at 134 or at 133, which is the 9 EMA on the weekly, and 131, the 200-day moving average. Now, this play is going to be invalidated if we lose this 200-day moving average about $1.31 here. But those are places that you could take the trade if it was to pull back. It would still technically be in a bull flag formation. If it loses the 200-day moving average, that play would become invalidated. So there's a few places to take it there, or it can be taken on the break of $1.37, on the break and hold of $1.30. Even on 141 and 143, there's quite a few levels to take that. And just remember, this could take some time to play out. It could find some resistance here as it goes up, and it could come back and there. So there could be a little bit of patience there. But you can see just the move to the upside here that we have. We have some targets to the upside, and of course that's up at $1.73. But I would expect also some resistance at $1.60 as well. And you can see we broke down from that target, but you can see this beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern here on virtual there. And that is the third play that I am giving. Okay. Now, if you would like to get all of these plays, Tribal Trades Discord, the link is below in the description of this video. Okay, so right below, you might need to click the more button so it will pop out, and there is a link there, and you will click it. Now, you won't be able to join immediately because we are a closed Discord, but we do open at certain times of the year to allow people to come in. We were open in January, open in June. We'll open again sometime before the end of the year. However, for the month of September, I have been allowing at least one person from the wait list into the main area of the Discord each day this month as we have gone through the month. So the sooner you get on the wait list, the sooner you can get access to the Tribal Trades Discord. You get the Tribal Trades indicator as part of the Discord. It's a paid indicator. You cannot get the indicator unless you sign up and join the Discord, and you get that. You don't have to pay extra for it. It comes included with the Discord, as well as the Tribal Trade system. We have the Swings Plays channel. We have a long-term investor plan channel. And of course, we have all the crypto plays and stock plays for all the day traders there. We have something for everybody, as well as live sessions. We have another one today. And of course, learning to short the market as well when there is, at some point, there will be some kind of a pullback or correction to learn to make money on the way down as well. Well, that's all we have time for today. So until the next episode, or until I see you on the Discord, happy trading.